Tuesday, July the 14th, 2009. This is Todd Vlog episode 140. Hey, thanks so much for watching all of the vlogs from camp. We had a blast doing them, and I hope you got to watch some of the live stream during worship of some of those nights, because I thought that was pretty cool. My thanks to Justin Romack for making that happen. I am fine with saying that his PC did a much better job of the online broadcast than my Mac, and I'm okay with that. I have no problem saying that. Justin, your Sony Vaio or whatever it was better than my Mac at camp. So anyway, but hope you got to check out the live stream, because if you did, you probably for two of the nights got a chance to see a brand new song. I've put it on the vlog before. We've talked a little bit about it, called Forever Faithful. I've done it a couple of times at Bethel, both in different settings. The first time was just a couple of acoustics. Second was more of a full band setup. But at camp, we really came to Forever Faithful asking the guys to really try to make it their own. So Adam Fisher did a good job of creating a guitar riff for it. Ben Love did some great stuff on bass, and then Romack on drums also really helped to sort of establish arrangement-wise what the song would be like. And so I'm really excited about it. And as a matter of fact, one thing I'm thinking of doing, I'm not totally prepared for this yet, but what I'd like to do is, I think I'd actually like to go into the studio and record a fully produced, mixed, mastered version of that song, either just to hold on to or to go ahead and get out. For a long time, I've been thinking that my next collection of songs would be distributed in a much different way. A lot of you are familiar with some of the ways that guys like Derek Webb or Trent Reznor, or some of these guys are getting songs out, and there's this real strong desire in me to do a collection of songs and make them free, absolutely free, that they would sound great and they would look great, but they would be absolutely free to anyone who wants them. Chord charts would be available, MP3s, everything 100% free. So I'm thinking about dedicating a day or two to go to the studio and record it and really just hammer away at that one song, get a good strong version. The question then becomes, what do you do with that? Do you hang on to it and sort of collectively make a record as you go, or do you go ahead and put it out? A lot of you know that this year I've been featured in Worship Leader magazine some. I'm a part of the Worship Leader community. This is a little online thing they do. So I could easily upload a song there. I could easily make that available. So I'm not real sure. I'm not real sure how I want to do that, but I do think the song is good, and I think it's worth doing. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But hopefully you got a chance to hear it. If not, you'll probably be hearing it in the future. I'd really like to get a good band version down before I do it at Bethel, just so that the band here can kind of hear it, get a feel for what the vibe is. So anyway, speaking of Worship Leader magazine, this has been a really cool week for me. Right before I left for camp, I emailed Phil C.S., who is the director of the Song Discovery program, and basically said, Phil, baby, throw another Todd Wright song on Song Discovery. I didn't hear back from him, but I thought, 4th of July weekend is probably, I did not hear back from Phil, but I got an email from the managing editor of Worship Leader magazine, who invited me to write an article for them in the upcoming issue. I was very excited about this. One thing that Worship Leader does is that in Song Discovery, when they're getting ready to do a Song Discovery disc, they will send a pre-release copy to a random worship leader, and he'll talk about the CD. So as you're listening to Song Discovery, you can sort of read, okay, here's a guy who may be kind of like me, and here's what he thinks of the songs. So got that last week and had to hustle to get it done. Turned in my review today. Deadline's actually tomorrow. And Chris and I were just realizing that I've been involved either in print or helping with the voting for Song Discovery songs. I've been involved with Worship Leader magazine in some capacity so far every month this year. So I don't know what that means. I'm excited to be a part of it. I think it's a good magazine. I think it could be an even better magazine. So I'm glad to help out and to hopefully lend my voice to it. I think resourcing worship leaders is very, very important. And I think it's hard. I think it's hard to do well. And I think Worship Leader magazine does a good job of it. So anyway, speaking of recordings and songs and those sort of deals, pretty excited because I got an email today from North Wake Church in Wake Forest, North Carolina. asking about doing the Cross of Christ. This is really interesting. They asked for a chart. They're going to do the Cross of Christ as a special musical performance. So I was excited about that. That's always fun to get those sort of emails about those things, and I was happy to provide the chart. Told the girl we actually do it in worship if they wanted to do it as such. So that was kind of an exciting deal for me. Also going to, just because why in the world not, going to drop her a whole copy of the CD in the mail so that it'll show up with a little thank you note from me saying thanks for doing my song. And who knows? Maybe they'll find some other stuff on there that might be useful to them in worship. So you can check them out online if you want to look at the church. I don't know anything about them, but I'm happy to have my song used. A couple of things have been rolling around my head as far as worship is concerned. So this week, you'll probably see a lot of worship vlogs. I've said that for a couple weeks in a row, but I really do want to get to it this week, and I want to do a good job of it. So just to let you know, that's kind of where we're headed over the next week or so to talk about worship. I'll be heading to vacation on Friday, so you'll probably see some posts from the beach if I can make that happen, which who doesn't love the beach, right? So anyway, that's it. Just want to give you a little update on what's going on. Sorry I haven't posted for a couple days. Been sort of readjusting to life in Tyler and this crazy Texas heat. But anyway, thanks for watching the vlog. Pass it around, tell your friends, retweet it. Love it when people watch and comment and participate on the stuff we're talking about. And you want to be a part of the next few, because we're going to talk about some pretty important issues, I think, for worship leaders today. Bye.